Welcome. Spirit says we have a message from the archetype deck. So let's see what wants to be noticed, featured. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. The forest. The vision. One more. The shaman. Okay. Without even going to the deck and the typical meanings of each card, it's going to flow here. For the forest and the vision of the shaman, Spirit speaking to someone who's on their path as a spiritual leader. This could be traditional, could be a pastor of a church, or you could be someone that is in a community, has a large friend group. People come to you for advice. You just seem to have the answers, the correct way to handle things, like finagle things between relationships or even business decisions. Or you could be a shaman, someone who is has a platform or a temple, and you speak to people in traditional settings. You have a vision within you, but it looks like you need to get grounded, get into nature, and really let that anchor in, because you may have, you're on your path. I don't know what stage of your path that'll come out more if you've been doing this for some time or you're just starting. Regardless, I think Spirit's saying that there's more to come for you. There's more for you to do. And you'll only realize what your next step is, or how Spirit wants to use you next when you, I wouldn't say sit in the woods alone in the middle of the trees with no one around. It doesn't have to be that drastic, but it could be going in your backyard. If you have a favorite tree, in your yard or elsewhere, and just putting down a blanket or just sitting down bare, whatever you want to do, and breathing in the air, the oxygen, maybe touch the tree, like truly visualize yourself connecting with Gaia, the roots, under you. Spirit wants you to really go there. Take a break from everyone else and just get away, and just be to yourself so that you can connect. Because you do have something coming. Let's see, what's this about? What's coming, Spirit? Or what do they have? What do you have in mind? See if I can get a sneak peek. Even a broad look. It doesn't have to be detailed, but just a little inkling. And we have White Rose of Shekinah, or Shekinah. I don't know how you pronounce it. I'm going to have to find out. I like Shekinah better, and it may be Shekinah, but I like Shekinah, so I keep saying Shekinah. But White Rose of Shekinah, self-discovery. Yeah, that's what I thought. And you can only go on that quest for, you're always changing. So now who are you? Self-discovery now. What can you add to the world? You learned something, for instance, since the last time you tapped into self, the last time you went to Hermit mode. Maybe that was a year ago. Maybe that was a month ago. You learned something significant, and it needs to be anchored in and transformed into how you can use it, is what Spirit is saying. It also says divine feminine and inner peace. So maybe that is an opportunity for you to really feel that inner peace without any distractions, any requests, any demands on your time or your energy. It's just you being. coming out refreshed. Maybe you need to do this for more than just, a few minutes. If you could make time, it makes me think of people who would take opportunities to go to the cabin just for themselves for the weekend. And you think, why would you want to be by yourself all the way up in the mountain? But there's a reason. You can connect. Yeah. Beautiful card, by the way. What else? Because I feel like there's another message here. Or another reason Spirit wants you to. Trying to find out, what are you going to do differently after this? I guess I should ask that. What will they do differently? Or what opportunity lies ahead from this? There's always an opportunity when Spirit's calling you to go within. Initiatrix, okay, willingness, fluency, emergence. And look at the heart chakra beaming there. So it's going to be involving you opening that heart chakra and more of you emerging from that. Willingness, fluency, being more willing to give from the heart. Being, maybe you feel like, well, I was always giving. That's why I am a shaman. That's why I am on path. But maybe there's even another level to that. Okay, that's it for this. Okay. Let's see. What else should the shaman know? Hoping, expecting, faith, manifesting. This will help you not only how you service others, this getting grounded, taking some time away, but it's also going to help you manifest on what you want more of in your life. We have again Divine Feminine, just like in this Divine Feminine. So Spirit's talking to a shaman that also happens to be a Divine Feminine. Conflicted decisions, multiple choices. This is also involved. You're going to come out of this with a few answers that will allow you to make decisions that you may be grappling about. And it may have nothing to do with your path or well, everything has to do with your path and purpose. But what I mean is, it may not be, okay, how can I serve others? Or what was the right decision to make? It may be something like as simple as, I'm not sure if I should, do this favor for someone who asked me, or should I invest in something? Is this the right way to invest my time or energy? It could be like a monetary or financial decision, And then under that, we have again the open heart, receptive, empathy, and vulnerable. And I saw somewhere else open. I don't know where it was, but here is yin. The yin is also a receptive energy and openness. Willingness. That's what I'm thinking of here. That willingness, that openness. Okay. Spirit has spoken. Let's get an angel number card for you to wrap this one up. Mm. 1515, creativity. Keep accessing the creative connection that you feel to the divine. The whispers speak through your creative connection, allowing you to express the beauty that is within you and connect you to the love that is around you. Creativity is my birthright. As I express my creativity, I feel a beautiful flow of love and connection. So you may express your shamanic spiritual path, maybe expressed through art, or some kind of creative co-creation with the divine. Maybe that is what you're meant to do more of out there in the woods alone, or taking that solo time in nature. Maybe you paint. Maybe this is calling you to paint outside, or to get downloads outside on what music you should focus on next. If you are a composer or a writer, or a singer, even a lyricist. So that's what I'm getting from there. There's a lot to be, basically, is a ton of rewards, benefits that you're going to get from this advice to take some nature solo time out. Thank you for being here, and I hope this message reached who it was meant for. I'll see you in the next one.